babies, it's me, 7K.
And it's also me, Rain, you little librarians.
And welcome to yet another cold and dark episode of Set in Stone, your one-stop shop for stories with no backspace, no delete, and no editing.
Yeah, and, last week I fucking lost.
Yeah, 'cause you fucking suck, idiot. I won, 'cause I'm great, and I get to pick the theme.
Fuck you.
And I'm sick and tired of stupid themes like strength, loss, and what was last week? Accepting a change. Whenever I made this series, like whenever I came up with this, I thought we were going to make these fun little stories, like...
Hey, I made mine fun.
Yeah, but I followed my fucking prompt. So here's something. Underground, just do a little genre thing. Hopefully.
All right.
Hopefully. Rain, what did you give me?
My prompt for you, the second I heard underground, my mind went to the underground music scene. And your prompt is, you are the lead singer and the bassist for an underground music group, and you're trying to achieve mainstream success.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, I thought you were going to do something edgy and say you're a corpse. You're dead in the ground. Oh man.
How fucking unoriginal do you think I am?
Pretty unoriginal. I read your story from last week. You used the same paragraph 8 times.
Oh yeah, because it was repeating the theme of womanly duty.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got you. It was a good progressive story. It's very thematically resonant with today's audience. I agree with you. You should have won last week.
I think there's a lot of young women out there who are struggling with lightning shooting out of their vaginas as we speak right now. I wanted to include them.
Yeah. So this week, what you got is that you're a scientist in a group of scientists that went to an underground area, but it got sealed off and they have to escape. But then they find out that the caves that they're in are the clown caves of legend.
Of course.
Yeah, that's what you got. Clown cave. Scientist clown cave. Okay, time to... it's an hour from now.
All right, guys, we're gonna read the stories now.
Hey, it was, the best thing happened earlier. Rain and I somehow both stopped the recording halfway through it, so then we decided, let's just wait for another time to read it so that the reactions are a little bit more fresh. Then one day became 3 days? Anyway.
I don't want to talk about that. Anyway, we're gonna start with 7K's story, which is called LarryStory.rtf. Just a reminder, his prompt was he's the lead singer and bassist of an underground band, and he's trying to break into the mainstream.
Yes.
Larry is good at playing the bass, but oh no, he is not very popular. His band is too experimental for the mainstream. He has too many polytones and polyrhythms. How will he escape the problem, you may ask? Well, he is going to learn how to be good. Come out to our band concert this weekend for his big outbreak. =D. Johnny, what the fuck is this? Said Larry. Oh, this is out of the flyer for the concert this weekend, said Johnny. How is this supposed to attract anyone? It's total garbage. Johnny took the paper from his hand and pointed at the text on it. It's ironic, jackass. People will love it. They all love irony all the time. Do you really think that all these explanation points are necessary, though? It comes off as really cancerous and forced. Okay, 1, it's exclamation, not explanation. Oh, I mispronounced explanation earlier as exclamation.
Idiot.
Oops. If you really want to make it big, or at least get any sort of recognition, you're going to have to find a way to play off your turrets in a way that won't alienate people. I don't see how you, of all people, force your way into the position odd and shut the fuck shit, Judge. There you go, Gabe. You think you can be lead vocalist if you can't even chew me out without going off on nonsense syllables and words? That is it. You're the Bandy Bates band. Oh, Cat, this isn't a good time for you to come. Oh, no. Oh, Cat walked down the stairs to her two better friends fighting like two chickens that are very angry. Johnny stared at her awkward-like and left abruptly. What is up with Joey? Johnny stick his head back through the door. Mr. T. Eretz over there just kicked me out of the Bandiu Baidzu band because he hates good ideas. Is this true?
Larry!
Yes, Anal, it's true. Well then, I am quitting too, jerk-ass. Larry now had no band because of his inability to compromise. He walked the streets trying to figure out what he would operate towards now that he lost what his main thing was. He got a job the local Tim Hortons, but then an octopus came out and ate his boss. Oh no, as someone who works at Tim Horton, I don't know what to do. We quaffs will probably shitty die. The octopus nose snorted the patrons like cocaine. He had seen so many times before, back when he was a musician. Then he went to the Cinnabon but next door and ate all the cinnamon rolls. Oh no. Also, he inserted all the patrons into his beak. As this great tragedy took place, his grandmother waddled his way and said, "Hey, that horrible creature reminds me of a picture of you as a toddler." Oh my fiffle fucking god, Grandma, this is not a good time for— Wait a second! The picture was of him sitting next to the beach holding his childhood security egg. You looked at the photo, and to the octopus, and to the photo, and to the octopus. Oh no, this is all mine fault. I shouldn't have put the egg on the coffee pot. I must stop Heim. Larry did not know what to do, but he knew that he had to be the one that stopped this creature. He did the only thing he knew how, and took out his bass and started to play the good music he used to play in the band. The octopus stopped burning down the town with his giant octopus-sized flamethrower and started to cut a jig. Friends, Octopus and Larry are now good friends. The best of friends, actually. The mayor came out and declared him the town Herio, and also liked his music styling and gave him a recording contract for his new band that he started with Octopus. He plays the bass and sings. The octopus plays the giant timpani, as well as 6 other instruments at the same time, all giant because he's really big and has 8 arms. Wow, I'm so happy now that I can have a big... I'm so happy that I can now a big fuck cuck star. The end?
Yeah, that was something that we just read, huh?
It was...
Too bad. Had to reread it. The magic's kind of lost.
I'm gonna give you an even lower score.
Time to read Rain's story that's probably better than mine. I didn't read all of this story before we realized that we were fucked last time, so I might have better reactions as it gets towards the end of it, you know. I sipped a bit of coffee and sighed. Fuck do I hate working in this goddamn underground lab. I thought this thought every day, but today it rang even louder in my mind, for the air conditioning was busted. You see, this facility was so underneath the earth that it was heated by the core to a non-reasonable degree. The coffee was cold, by the way. Well, it started cold. The core heated it up throughout the day. Hate day, sorry. A few minutes later, my good friend Kanto walked up. I've been looking for you, Kako. Oh, hello. Why do you look like you're in a very nervous mood? The giant elevator we take to get down here every day is fucking broken, my dude.
You see those? I rhymed them.
Yeah, I got it. That is very unfortunate, I do say. Yes, it is, Kako. Me and Butto and Tito have decided that it would be easy to dig out of this place with the pickaxes we have down here. Well, at least easier than sitting here and dying. A very wise conclusion, I said, ending the conversation. I took off and went to the locker. I retrieved the jacket I brought tea with me that day, as well as the card that activates the elevator. I went to the main room where I knew my 3 colleagues could be waiting for me. As I entered the main room, a pickaxe flew by my skull and found itself impaled into the wall by the door. I walked through. Shame it didn't kill me, honestly. I mean, yeah. Hey, Kako, we finna dig out of here. Join us, you giant faggot. Oh, so he's the thing that you used to kill dragons with. Gotcha.
Nice attempt to make the same joke you made last time.
Yeah.
The magic isn't here.
Well, but I need to make the observation. It's lore, said Tito. My latest favorite of the bunch. I mean, if you insist, I give you... What? I can't read.
I can tell.
This is established by this point that I can't fucking read. I mean, if you insist, I guess I will, I said, even though I had planned on doing so the whole time. Butto, the strongest of the bunch, started the digging with a punch. Of all things, it went 5 feet deep into the solid stone that surrounded us. Ow, my hand, that fucking hurt, said Butto. A younger and more brave me would have told him that he was a fucking idiot for doing that, but as I was 65 years old, I felt that mocking the brute would be a bad idea. The 4 of us then picked up the pickaxes we been assigned by Kanto and pagan chipping away at the rock. After what seemed like at least 27.836 seconds, we had entered the cave. Instantly, the smell of cotton candy filled our noses. Well, except for Tito, because Tito did not have a face. I pulled out my cell phone and turned on the flashlight it had. The walls were the color of bubblegum ice cream, the sickeningly sweet combination of blue and pink. The only thing I could think of us doing was turning around and leaving this hell without a second thought. But the walls that we dug through collapsed behind us. Suddenly, the entire cave was illuminated by some magical force. A disco ball appeared before us. A puff of smoke appeared and faded at the same time. The smoke revealed a clown. What the fuck? I said aloud. Hello, my little children. I am Nickel Smart, the grooving jester. The abomination before us said in the most camp tone voice one could imagine. Kako had a look in his eye.
Oh yeah, this is supposed to be Kanto, because Kako's the narrator, but
well,
I fucked up.
Who cares? I know I don't. Kako had a look in his eye. Oh, actually, I'm going to keep that in mind for the rankings. Thank you for pointing that out for me. Okay, Kako had a look in his eye that had said he understood this horrifying situation we found ourselves in at the moment. Yo, is this the clown cave? I thought that place was only a legend. A thing we talk about to children to make them think that the horrible nuclear winter we've experienced is not the only thing in the world. That, however far underground, is a magical world filled with ice cream, laughter, and clowns. Oh, it's more than just a legend. Clearly, my little sweet child. But so, Excla, that was his full name, exclaimed, Dude, do you got any protein powder? And if so, is it cotton candy flavored? Why, of course, my dearie sweet child. Follow me to the clown village. We embarked on a long journey. It must have taken at least 3 years, during which I don't think any of us spoke a different language, nor a single word. It was as though the 5 of us became marionettes. Actually, I'm pretty sure that we were strings coming from us. We were marionettes. What the fuck? when we arrived at the clown village, well, it was like nothing you could ever see. Village wasn't even the right word. To be honest, it is a giant metropolis. Technology there is beyond that which we were taught existed before the nuclear fire razed our world. Nickel Smart, the grooving jester, let out a large burp when we entered into his house. Welcome to my not-so-humble abode. Jesus Christ, I'm tired of Tito. Wait.
Said Tito.
Said Tito. He fell asleep right then. I turned to face the jester. Excuse me, but how do we return to the surface? Well, my sweet old child, I can take you to our giant elevator whenever you please, but it's a one-way trip. I left. I asked him to take me there. I left that place. I believe Tito, Bato Excla, and Kanto still live there. I fucking hate clowns. Wow, that was a good story, Rain. Good job. And we're done judging the things.
After much heated debate.
Yeah. You're going to completely. It's going to you have no idea who just won. So
anyway,
for quality, quality, Rain, I gave your story groovy.rtf. I gave you a 2 for quality because
understandable.
Well, my gut said 2.5, but then at some point I brought it up to 3, but then that would mean that was better than the Johnny Dragon Muscle story, which it's clearly not. And also, I bumped up your last quality story for no reason, and that story was absolutely awful and was a pain in the ass to edit and was fuck you. So I took off the 0.5/1 for a punitive measure as well. So,
So it's mostly just political stuff.
Yeah.
The politics of the show. All right, for quality, I also gave you a 2 to 5, and the reason I wrote down was it fucking sucked, but it wasn't super bad.
Yeah, seems accurate.
Of course.
So for prompt, I gave you a 3 because you have 2.5 would indicate that it has the very basics of the prompt in it, right? That it has all the beats that I outlined, and then beyond that would be if you actually developed it, how you developed it into a story. Now, I think that you kind of had somewhat of a world building thing with the cotton candy and the stuff and the way that the things feel and shit like that, and Nickel Smart exists, so that's kind of cool, I guess. But you didn't really do too much with it, so I'm going to have to only give you 3 because there's not much there.
Understandable. I gave you a 2.5 for your prompt because you did follow the general idea, but the band he started off with broke up, and the story wasn't about their struggle. It was some band drama and then a kaiju attack.
Well,
Yeah,
well, for laziness, I gave you about a 2, because... Oh, wait, I think I bumped up the thing to 3, didn't I?
I don't think you did.
Well, let me think, because here's my thing for it. First off, Kanto Tito. That's kind of an unoriginal name, Rain. Come on. There's the whole ending.
They're hilarious.
The ending. Oh yeah, I laughed so much.
You did in the original recordings?
There's no evidence of it. The ending sucked. Let's see. And some of the other things felt kind of lazy. And I think most of the reasons why, with the prompt, how it wasn't developed, can be also attributed to laziness as well. Not too lazy. Actually, I'm just gonna keep it 2 because it doesn't matter. It's not gonna change the outcome.
True. Anyway, for laziness, I gave you a 3 to 5 because you wrapped that story up with some Deus Ex Machina shit, and you can tell that you were just meandering around the entire time. You didn't really have any sort of direction you wanted to take the story.
So far as incoherence, that's a 0. I pretty much understood everything Any problems with the story basically come down to things that aren't like the basic conveyance of shit.
For incoherence, I originally had 3 out of 5 here, but I'm gonna bump it down to a 2 out of 5 incoherence, because, you know, some of the typos you had, they were fucky as fuck, and dear God, the Tourette's guy, like, the thingy think, and the band, like shit, baby band-aids, whatever the fuck. Like,
The
kill me.
Bandy-Baids band.
And the 2 out, 2 hour, like, shit like that. There's plenty of stuff that I'm like, what the fuck is... what is this shit? Which brings your score to a fresh 45. And mine
Wait, I
to
thought
a...
you dropped the incoherence to 2.
Yeah.
So that would make it a 48.
Oh, whatever. No, it was 2.5. I said 2.5,
Oh, sorry.
bitch. 2 out of 5 incoherence. 2.5. 2 out of 5. 2.5. 2 out of 5.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so 45. And mine, let me do some quick math in my head here. 10 plus 15, that'd be 65 minus 10. I get a nice, cool 55.
So that's that episode. Oh boy, best
Abrupt
episode.
ending.
Wow, this episode sucked.